Well, obviously the level of crossing in the women's game, especially the international game, has got a lot better. We did a session out here the other day where it was, getting the numbers in there. I mean, we were putting a team manager in there, the kit man in there, obviously the keepers that weren't working were in there, plus the dummies. So what we're looking at, obviously starting position, where the crosses are coming from, changing their position slightly to make sure they're reading the ball in to start with. Obviously we're still doing the technique work, what's the best way to attack the cross, getting in front of the player, then how they're dealing with it once they get up there, getting out of the pressure, technique for punching. So, the basic stuff, but obviously dealing with the different types of balls that come in now, pace on the ball, movement of the ball, because as I say, at this level, we're definitely seeing better crosses now.
My philosophy in the women's game is you have to be great at coming out for balls in the box. The game's progressing, goalkeepers are progressing, and we're getting better and better. For me, it's reading the flight of the ball, not coming out too early, coming out just at the right time, finding my path to the ball and then going up strong. If I get hit, well then hopefully all my training in the weight room pays off, and then going up against players like Abby in practice pays off in the big tournaments.
Crosses is a lot of work. It's just all about timing and your footwork and being patient. I think that's the hardest discipline, is just being patient and just judging the flight of the ball, how many players are in the box, the spin on it, if it's bending. There's a lot of things that go into crosses.
A lot of young goalkeepers, as soon as they see the flight of the ball, they're taking a step towards it. And we still deal with those issues because you want to go and win it. You want to go and get it at the highest point. So you can teach that part, but then when you add the pressure, you still want to go and get it as early as you can.
I think the biggest thing is just repetition. Every keeper's different, so you've got to find what works for you as far as positioning and just getting an early read on the ball. And I think the more reps you get, the better early read you can get to get a good line to the ball.
You make a lot of mistakes and you realize I can't do that anymore. That's how I learned. I was very aggressive in college and kind of have to tone it back now because players are a lot more skilled, able to bend the ball and really pick people out. So it's a lot of repetitions and game experience, and just in training be able to analyze it afterward and just say, was that a good decision or a bad decision, and just learn from that.
If you have a goalkeeper confident enough to come out for crosses, it gives you a chance to win the major tournaments. If you don't, I don't believe you have a chance.